So for today's strength portion, A1, we have a glute bridge floor press. We have 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Rest 1 minute. Before A2. A2 is a seesaw row. That would be 3 sets of 8 to 12 per side. You're gonna rest 1 minute before A3. And A3 is a front leaning hollow plank. You're gonna hold that for 40 seconds, 3 sets, and then you rest 1 minute before you go back to A1. After that, for time, you have 100 shoulder overhead. It was supposed to be dumbbell. And every time you break, you're gonna be doing 10 dumbbell deadlifts essentially. All right. Cool. So we're gonna go warm up. We're gonna go 2 rounds, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We're gonna go jumping jacks, mountain climbers, and lateral hops. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. So we're gonna start with jumping jacks, then mountain climbers, and then lateral hops in 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, one more round. In 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, rest. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so now you're gonna do some cat cows, so you're on all fours. You need 10 reps. Start your cow, to the chin, go into your cat, and back into your cow. You got 10 reps. All right, after you're done with your cat cows, you're gonna give me 7 inchworms with the push-up. 7 inchworms with the push-up. All right, after your inchworms, we're gonna go plank shoulder taps. We're gonna go 10 reps, 2-second hold. Every time you tap shoulder, you got 10 reps total. Same plank position when you're doing scat push-ups. So keep your arms nice and straight. Yeah, shoulder blades together, push away. Shoulder blades together, push away. And give me 12 scat push-ups. Make sure you keep your arms straight, shoulder blades touch, push away. Once you're done with that, you're gonna lay flat. You're gonna scorpion kick, so arms back to the side. You're gonna reach that foot to the hand. Have a little extra push with the opposite hand. Hold for a couple seconds, and then switch. You can be 10 scorpion kicks. 10 reps. All right, staying down there, you're gonna go shoulder swingers. So hands behind the head, extend, rotate back, behind back, and back, behind the head. Maybe 10 of those. Make sure hand stays off the head, hand stays off the lower back. Once you're done with that, you're gonna flip over to your back. You can go glute bridges, 2 feet. You can go 10 reps. And once you're done with 10 reps of 2 feet, we're gonna go 5 reps, right leg in the air, and then 5 reps, left leg in the air. So 10 regular glute bridges, and then 5 left, 5 right of single leg glute bridge. So you hold for a couple seconds, really squeeze the glutes, get up there. All right, now we're gonna be back on all fours. Hands on the ground. Make sure fingers are nice and spread out. Shoulders over the wrist. We're gonna go circles. First circles. You give me 10 clockwise and then 10 counterclockwise. Big circles. Make sure you keep the hands nice and flat on the floor. In order to stay nice and straight. All right, once you're done with that, we're gonna go palm raises. So we're gonna keep shoulders over hands. You're gonna raise palms off the floor, keep the fingers flat, control that. To make it harder, move the knees back, but make sure the shoulders stay open off wrists. Okay, give me 10 palm raises. To make it a little more difficult, if it's a little too easy, move the knees back, but make sure the fingers stay nice and flat when you raise your palm up. All right, let's grab your weights. You can go over the movements. We're gonna go over the glute bridge floor press first. Dumbbells will be ideal. David, do you only have one dumbbell or you have two? Only one? Okay. So ideally, you want to have two, but if you only have one, then you're gonna do both reps per side. All right, so we've all done the record floor press before. All that's different is I'm gonna be bridged up, and then I'll do my press, back down, press, back down. All while I'm in the glute bridge. All right, so David is gonna do single side, but he's still gonna do the full amount of reps. So I'm looking for a good bridge, and then elbow hits the floor, 90 degrees, and then back up. All right, so next one might be a little awkward for you, David, because this is meant to have two dumbbells. Seesaw row. So what it really is just a row, just alternating arms. So one's gonna start up, one's gonna start down. Then once you come up, you switch. Make sure shoulder blades are squeezed together. Elbow comes up, nice and high. And then you're like a seesaw with the arms. So David's just gonna go regular row. And Mike, just make sure you switch back and forth. Make sure that back stays nice and flat, core is engaged, and shoulder blades are squeezing back. Last movement is the front leaning hollow plank. Well, if you saw online, it was supposed to be seal walks, but we're gonna be doing the hollow plank instead, which is basically just holding that position. So we're gonna be on the top of our toes. All right, so it might be a little awkward. We're gonna be on top of our toes. It's gonna be nice hollow plank, feet together, and you're leaning over your wrists. It's like a fancy planche, all right? So you're gonna be on the top of the toes and be leaning into the wrists as far forward as you can. That nice hollow position. So Mike, get those hips up, squeeze those abs. And you guys may relax. All right, so real important there is to find that hollow position, which would mean we would need to protract, I can't see. Protract to get that tuck tail position in that plank. All right, any questions about any of the movements? All right, so the glute bridge floor press would be 3 sets of 10 to 15. So David, you go 10 to 15 per side. Then seesaw row, 8 to 12. And then the planks, just have your phone for 40 seconds. All right, and there's 3 sets total, and you rest 1 minute in between each set. All right, I'm gonna have a timer for, let's just say 12 minutes, shouldn't take you that long. And you guys may begin. Mike, scoot your feet a little more forward. Forward, the other way, keep going. Yep, right there. Did you rest your minute, David? Yeah, rest your minute.
It's 8 to 12 each side on the seesaw?
Yes.
And rest a minute after every movement?
Every movement, yep.
That's good.
Yeah. Feet together, David. There you go. Really hollow out. Yeah, it's really tough on the wrists. All you gotta do now is just lift the feet up and you're in a planche. Very easy, right? Hollow out, David. Hollow out. A little more. A little more. There you go. All right, one more round for each of you. All right. So next portion, 4-time, should be double dumbbell shoulder to overhead. And every time you break, 10 dumbbell deadlifts. David, every time you switch, you're gonna be doing 10 dumbbell deadlifts. All right, so you're just gonna be doing single arm shoulder overhead, and then you switch whenever you want, and then whenever you switch, you do 10 deadlifts. All right, Mike, you're just gonna do it with both.
Can I use a barbell?
You can use a barbell.
Must be nice.
Right, that's right, David.
All right, so remember the two efficient options: push press, making sure hips are open on top. And if you do jerks, you gotta make sure you stand up all the way before you come down. And then for deadlifts, for dumbbells, hips go back, and then tips the dumbbell, touch the floor outside your feet. You're gonna be doing single arm deadlifts, and then Mike, you're gonna be doing regular deadlifts. So David, the way you're gonna do it is whichever arm that you break on. So if you're doing your shoulder overhead on your right, when you break, you do your deadlifts on your left, and then you do your press on your left, and then when you break, you switch to the right, deadlifts on the right, and then continue on the right.
How many are you supposed to be able to link together? Do you know?
For shoulder overhead,
Yeah.
depends on the person.
I mean, if it's like 5 to 10, should I lower the weight or is that all right?
No, you should aim for large sets to minimize the amount of deadlifts you do.
50.
The goal is basically do all 100 unbroken.
But the RX weight is like 100 pounds, which I don't even think David can do.
That is true. Like, it is 250-pound dumbbells.
Yeah, I would not be doing that.
What weight are you doing, David?
I'm doing 27.5 pounds.
Oh.
27.
All right, I'm going to lower my weight a little bit.
I'll say you should be able to do 20 off the first round. You should be able to do 20.
And why do we have these RX weight suggestions?
Because we actually have in-person classes, and now we have actual equipment because we can take stuff from the gym, and people are bringing them. So this is like the RX weight.
I did this yesterday, though. I like went way too low, and then I just kept increasing, and then All right, it's fine. I'm gonna lower my weight, and then what was it?
How much do you have on the bar now?
65.
65. 65 should be fine.
I mean, it's gonna take me longer, but that's fine.
It's fine.
Max out that dumbbell, David. Come on.
Yeah, maybe I'll do 200.
You should do 200.
We'll see.
All right. We are ready to go. I'm going to start the timer, starting in 10 seconds. 100 shoulder to overhead. First time you break, 10 deadlifts. Ready and go. 427.
I'm only at 55, so it's gonna take a little longer.
$817.
Oh, I thought David was finished.
I guess that's when you hit 100. I guess he's going for 200.
Oh, he hit 100 on one arm at 4 something.
Or he just hit 100 total. So I think he went 50-50 and then.
Oh, I see.
Done. 950. $100 per arm, right?
Yeah, or something like that. I did 200, but I don't know if I split them equally.
Okay.
Yeah.